Donkey Kong Bonanza's new look, style, and mechanical approach has many fans discussing the changes in Nintendo's longest-running franchise character. Yes, I put him above Mario since he had first billing. But this isn't the first time our sensational simian has had a bit of a reboot. Most will remember the jump from classic arcade Donkey Kong to Rare's atmospheric CG approach, but many look past the post-Rare era of DK, where Nintendo handed the reins of the franchise to a brand new team and ended up with one of the most unique games to come for the GameCube. This is the story of Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. In 2002, Nintendo EAD, the internal team that created half the entire original Smash Bros. Roster, established the Tokyo Software Development Department in an effort to bring in new talent from Tokyo who would otherwise not be interested in relocating to the main headquarters in Kyoto. This was headed up by two longtime Nintendo veterans, producer Takao Shimizu and director Yoshiaki Koizumi, who had worked on such classics like The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, Super Mario 64, and Yoshi's Island. On top of helping relocate 20 members of the EAD team to join some newly hired developers, the two received direction from one of Nintendo's greatest minds, Shigeru Miyamoto, who suggested that they make a Donkey Kong game. He invited the two to attend a meeting involving the new bongo controllers for Donkey Konga, which inspired the idea of a rhythm-based platformer. Koizumi told Famitsu magazine, "I'd been hearing from many people that recently control is difficult, and that's when I first had the desire to make a game that was simple and easy to understand. Until now, I've only made games that make use of a standard controller, so I wanted to at last make something that had a different form of input. It was then that I was introduced to the Donkey Konga controller." Koizumi saw it as a chance to strip complexity from the controller and deliver immediate rhythm-driven fun. Jungle Beat, the first mainline Donkey Kong game since 1999's Donkey Kong 64, would become the debut project of the now 65-member team, and purposefully shed the Rare established tropes of the series. No Diddy Kong, no Kremlings, minimal backstory. This was DK aggression at its finest. Beat enemies, collect bananas, chain combos. The gameplay was certainly unique. A 2.5D side-scrolling platformer where you tap the left bongo to move left, the right bongo for right, both to jump and, using the mic in the center of the bongo controller, clap to smash or stun enemies. It was less a test of precision and more about rhythm. Bounce off enemies, clap to gather bananas mid-air, keep combos alive. The higher your combo, the more points you earn for your score, earning a bronze, silver, gold, or platinum medal for one of the game's 16 kingdoms, each containing 2 stages and a boss fight. The boss fights, whether fighting evil Kongs in a loose punch-out style battle or catching and throwing projectiles at the various larger animal foes, utilize your score from the level as a health bar, meaning your perfect run could be ruined by a poorly timed punch. At launch, critics praised the intuitive bongo use, vibrant visuals, and fast-paced one-more-try combo design. However, with that praise came some criticism, primarily for low difficulty and limited replay value. The pacing was tight, but many felt it didn't have the depth it needed to reach mass-market success. The unique use of the controller had a niche appeal, but it seems to be remembered more as an oddity in the Donkey Kong franchise as opposed to the post-Rare reboot the company was looking for. That said, some see Jungle Beat as a precursor to the Wii's incredibly successful motion-controlled innovation, and in 2008, Nintendo re-released it on Wii with traditional controller support, widescreen, and motion tweaks. Reception was mixed. Many felt it was polished, but without the bongo controllers, it lacked the original's novelty. As a debut project for the new EAD Tokyo, Jungle Beat once again proved Nintendo's willingness to take creative risks, and despite it never really taking off, Nintendo was happy enough with the team to hand them the keys to another franchise. In 2007, the team developed and released Super Mario Galaxy to critical acclaim, borrowing the ideas of simplified, flow-focused gameplay. Even now, some of the best, most satisfying platformers adapt this idea of rhythmic timing. Bit Trip Runner, Rayman Legends, Super Meat Boy. Heck, even the later Donkey Kong side-scrollers have elements of rhythm baked into the design of their levels. I personally like to think of Donkey Kong Jungle Beat as a one-of-a-kind Nintendo outlier. A game that dared to march to the beat of its own drum. Even with its flaws, it left a rhythm-driven legacy in the hearts of its players. Do you still have your Donkey Konga bongos? Let us know in the comments if you'd like to see them return for the Switch too. Who knows? With Pauline's music career, she may eventually need percussion accompaniment. Until then, be sure to follow Game Rant for the best in the past, present, and future of gaming.